up guys, welcome to Zenvo. Today I'm going to review the Zenvo Aurora engine. This quad-turbocharged V12 powerhouse delivers a whopping 1,400 horsepower. Also at the same time it delivers 1,250 horsepower. So the engine is a track-focused version of the Aurora. It can go over 227 miles per hour. It's extremely fast at the same time, and at the same time it's also extremely aerodynamic. It has a big boomerang wing that's not same to the Tour, but it has a big boomerang wing. And over here there's a heat shield, which is fragment carbon fiber over here with some heat, because like the engine gets heat, you do not want it to blast. So you just put a heat shield. There's little white dots like there are the heat shields, and it's a hybrid. So if it's a quad turbocharged V12, it's also the most powerful V12 ever installed to a road car. This is track focused little bit. The Tour is road legal completely. This one you need like a 911 reference, a 911 reference. So the Agile is a 911 GT3 and the Tour is a 911, normal 911. So the Agile has the boomerang wing and it's 6 exhausts. You can easily see the exhaust. While Tour it's kind of hard to see the exhaust, and it's pumped in for the Tour, the exhaust pipe. So the actual, like the hexagonal shape of the exhaust pipe and the red piece over here, which is covered by black carbon fiber, it can also be known as the Zenvo Aurora, because the Zenvo Aurora Agile has a quad turbocharged V12 with the full 1,450 horsepower horsepower ratio. It also is super lightweight. It's as light as the Tour, but this one has butterfly doors and it's a gauge cluster. So it's a digital gauge cluster which will change the game in less than 3 seconds. So it will change the game. At the same time, it will be costing $3 million for this gauge cluster. So when you actually travel inside, it has elytra doors, normally like the Aston Martin Valhalla, and it also has this big piece. There's an actual big piece over here, and actually it has like lines over it, so you can actually see it over here. Like similar to the balcony, like there's actually a steep way this way. So there's also like fragment of carbon fiber everywhere, lines which are putting dots over here and there. So that's called, like you can see through the back, and also there's an air vent, like it's an air vent that you put air, more air comes inside and can get pushed to 227 miles per hour. So if it gets pushed to 227 miles per hour, if you want to slam the brakes, you actually get the aerodynamic wing. So the wing is active. So when you slam the brakes, it will slam up the wing. So if you slam the brakes, at the same time the air will go through again, stop into the engine, and then the quad turbocharged V12 will sound better than before. So this one has 1,450 horsepower, while this one is also assisted with a lightweight electric motor, and the Tour has 1,850 horsepower, while the Agile has 1,450 horsepower. So the Agile gets more aerodynamics, bad top speed, but it has better acceleration. At the same time, Tour gets good top speed, bad drifting and capabilities to roll up. And still, they are both a really nice version. I choose the Agile more than the Tour, but the Agile is at least like more aerodynamic, and it's completely a physical thrill inside, just like the analog Bugatti Tourbillon. This is completely analog, but what's different about this one is it can change 2 of these. It will switch like this. So if it switches like this, you can get a digital screen. If you want to call your mom, you can call your mom. There's 2 British moms, so one British mom and a second British mom. Next one, there's also, you can see your rear view, side view camera, and you can see like cameras, your charging port level, your hybrid system, your electric system. You can do all of that in the Agile. So the Agile also has black seats, like the Danish egg seats, which are for the Tour, which are called the Danish egg seats. This one is a little bit of a reddish Danish egg seats, but this one is still a little bit not like slightly usable version of the Tour, but the Agile has better traction at high speed. So when you actually go, like the Tour would have slipped like this also, because the Tour has a little bit of bad handling, only a little bit of bad handling instead of having this much handling. So the handling ratio for this much is the Tour. So it can handle also pretty good, but the Agile's handling is like full throttle Formula 1 team. So Zenvo should be in Formula 1 team. Like even if Zenvo wants to be in Formula 1 team, they should have put the Agile in the Formula 1 team, because the Agile probably would have gone like the entire Formula One team out of the game. So the Agile can, because it has lots of traction, but it doesn't have fans in it, so it doesn't suck itself to the ground like the McMurtry's fielding. But this one is like a bonnet. Like the bonnet is kind of angry, and there's actually like tour-shaped headlights here. It also resembles the TSRS because you actually have a half-cut circle, a semicircle. You have a semicircle with a line which is making it angry, like the eyebrows makes it angry. And you also get like blackish carbon fiber around the body, and you get the electrodes, which I told you. So you also have no line, like no L shape at the back, because if you have an L shape it will be the toe, but this one doesn't have an L shape. It has an exposed tire with some stones around it on the tire, so it makes better traction on the road, and it's track focused only. So if it's track focused, you can actually have it a little bit like, stones are only gripped to the tires, so it's not like the McMurtry spearling, but this one has stones gripped to the tires, and it still has a better traction view, not like the Tour, because the Tour has a little bit bad traction, like it's kind of bad for the traction for Tour, but this one, the interior of the Agile is